Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 76902, McLaren Elva from the LEGO Speed Champions theme. This set contains 263 pieces, 1 minifigure, and retails for $19.99 in the US. This set was sent to me by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Real quick, before I get started, I just want to mention I will be reviewing this set more as a LEGO fan than a car fan. I know there's a lot of people out there who are like really into cars, and I'm sure a lot of them are Speed Champions collectors. That is not who I am. I am a fan of LEGO, I like good LEGO sets. So while I'm not really able to judge this build on the accuracy to a real-life vehicle or the proportions or anything, instead I could judge it on its quality as a model and just as a toy, so that's the lens I'll be looking at it through in this video. So with that being said, let's get on to the review. So here's the car itself. This is my third ever Speed Champion set. I'm looking to get more in the future, because it's slowly becoming one of my favorite themes, even though I only have a few, like all of them have been really high quality, and I think this might be the best one yet, because this thing is just beautiful. Like, the sculpting on it looks so good. It looks like an actual real-life vehicle, but it's also proportioned to fit minifigures and everything, and it's just so nice looking. Out the front of the vehicle, you can see there's a stickered piece right here that says McLaren. The entire front of the build is really intricately designed, like lots of different curves and slopes and everything to perfectly capture the shape of the vehicle. Super nice looking. Like, I'm so impressed by how much they incorporated here. The headlights are made using these lacquered silver pieces, which actually work really well. It's always cool to see lacquered pieces in sets, and just using them as an accent to the rest of the build actually works really well here. It might be tough to spot, but the front hood of the vehicle is actually at a slight angle, and you can move that back up if you want, just like this. Obviously that doesn't look so good from the front, so you can just push it back down, but that's just such a subtle little thing to give it a little bit more shaping. Like, it's really impressive that they managed to pull that off. The interior of this vehicle is my favorite part about it, though, and it's probably what makes this my favorite Speed Champion set yet. So right off the bat, both of these seat pieces are actually printed parts. Really weird parts to print, but obviously I'm not complaining at all because this looks super good. You have these white seat printing on this blue part right here, and then these rounded white pieces at the top to finish off the shaping of the seats. And also on the note of printed pieces, in the center console between where the two minifigures would sit, you have a little radio right here. I don't know if this is a new print for this set. I've never seen it before, but it looks so nice. That's just a useful print in general to get, and the fact that it comes in this little tiny $20 set right here is awesome. There's also a steering wheel, of course, and 2 seats to hold minifigures. Another really interesting thing about this build is it almost has doors. The doors on Speed Champion sets never open. I wish they would open, but I get why they don't. These are such tiny cars, and you have to fit the shaping in here, you have to fit 2 minifigures in here. So it would be a lot to also incorporate working doors into the build. I don't know if you could do that. I don't even know if that's possible. But most cars have windshields out the front, which really restrict how the doors can be built. But this one doesn't, and these doors actually move a little tiny bit. You can move them up a little bit, move them down a little bit. That's because they're attached with a clip on the inside. And that makes me really wish they could open. I don't know how difficult it would be to modify this to actually make these open, but just seeing that there's a little bit of movement there makes me think, hey, maybe it's possible that there could be more movement there. But regardless, what we got for the doors I think looks fine. It's just I always like to see LEGO grow and improve, and I do think opening doors is the next logical step for Speed Champions, if it's possible. Out the back we have 3 stickered pieces. This is actually a CCBS knee pad piece in gunmetal gray, which is pretty cool. But that's not my favorite parts usage in this set. My favorite parts usage in this set are these taillights right here. Take a look at those taillights. Do you know what part that is that makes them up? Leave an answer in the comments as to what you think these are, and then edit it to say if you were right or wrong, because I did not expect this to be the part. But these are actually trans red axe blade pieces just put on their side. I think these are originally from Ninjago Legacy for the Ninjroids, and they reused that here to be taillights. That's such creative parts usage, some of the most creative parts usage I've ever seen from LEGO, and it looks really nice too. It's not creative just for the sake of being creative. No, this works really well as taillights. I'm genuinely so impressed. Also in the realm of creative parts usage, these 2 exhausts at the back are actually silver Harry Potter candle pieces, which is super cool to see. They've been using those parts in a lot of other themes recently, but this is one of the coolest uses I've seen. It looks really nice. And then there's another stickered piece at the back that says McLaren Elva, and then another stickered piece below that which looks like it might be some more taillights. Yeah, as a whole this vehicle looks really great. I'm genuinely so impressed by it. By far my favorite Speed Champion set yet, and I cannot wait to get more. Another one of my favorite parts about this set is the fact that it can fit any 2 figures. With most Speed Champions cars, there's a roof over top, which means any character that has a slightly large hairpiece cannot fit into the car, and they have to wear a racing helmet instead. But because there's no roof on this car, you can actually have characters drive it with their hairpiece on. So for example, the woman that comes in the set normally would not be able to fit into a standard Speed Champions car, but you can sit her down just fine here. And of course, modern 8-wide Speed Champions cars can actually fit 2 minifigures, not just 1. So while only 1 minifigure comes in the set, if you want to bring your own minifigure from your own sets, you could put them in the passenger seat right here. And both minifigures can fit side by side pretty perfectly. The radio can kind of get in the way of where you can place the figure's hand, but that can also very easily be removed if you don't want that there. And then they could put their hand on the center console instead. But I think this is a fine compromise. I don't mind having the hand up because it kind of just looks like they're holding the wheel. But that's about going to do it for the build of this set, so now let's move on to the minifigure. So here's the one and only minifigure in this set. And she is fairly generic overall. One of the most generic female face prints you can ever get. Not a bad face print by any means, it's just like not unique in any way. Pretty generic hairpiece as well, just a brown ponytail. Tan legs, which are a little bit interesting. But the most interesting part is definitely the torso. This is an exclusive torso for this set, and it's the McLaren torso. And in terms of the exclusive Speed Champions torsos, this is definitely my least favorite one I've gotten so far. But it's not bad, I just don't think it's as visually interesting as the others. And I always think it's really cool how these sets come with exclusive torso prints to match like the brand of the car. It's a small touch, but I really appreciate it. And even though she doesn't need it, as with all other Speed Champion sets, she comes with a racing helmet. So you can put that on her instead, put the visor down. And that's how she looks with that one on. As a whole, I don't have a ton to say about this figure. She's good, she's a nice inclusion, but she's definitely not what you're going to be getting this set for. So overall, would I recommend this set? For sure, 100%, yeah. I love this set, as I expressed in this video. Tons of cool parts usage, sculpted really well. It's a fun toy, it rolls around on the ground nice. And it all comes together to make a really solid set, which is also a really great price. So for sure, 100%, I would definitely recommend this set. If you're looking to get into Speed Champions, I think this is a great one to start with. Or if you're already a collector of Speed Champions, this is one you don't want to miss out on. But I think that's about all I got to say for this video. If you enjoyed, please press like and subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this every single day, so be subscribed to be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!